How do you feel about the whole general lineup? It's pretty pop, folk, funny pop, positive pop, a lot of meals, nice girls, flowers, and suddenly, midnight, post-rock.
Yeah.
How does it feel for you guys?
It's actually we're looking for, because it's like we first of all we're glad that it's after the sunset.
Yeah.
So it's already dark, and we have the light show is a big part of our
Absolutely.
just stage image. So we're always like, yes, we're going to play in the dark. So we're super excited about it. And with the lineup, it's like I mean, some of the acts I know, but most of them it's like, and it's like there was like one LP. It's like this is the headline. I was like,
I know one song. Cool.
no man, it's like I didn't know that at all. So
No way.
Yeah, so maybe I'm too old. I don't know.
I'm having the same problem each year. I'm coming here because all my friends, this is my hometown.
Okay.
And I'm coming to see all my friends. You see your dentist, you see your, insurance guy, you see classmates from, elementary school, so many friends. And they tell me, okay, let's go see the Clarinet Factory. Sure, let's go. You want to see Norah Jones? Yeah, why not? Have a beer, have a shot of rum. And I'm following the crowd. So I understand how you feel. But the LP, I'm lost on you, lost on you. One song, same with it.
I'm more into Norah Jones actually.
Nice.
The first album was like probably like 50 years ago.
Nice.
I really listen to that. So
Listen to Norah Jones.
Yeah, really, the debut album.
Okay.
Really like it.
If it's about like lineup in my position, I'm like, to be honest, I'm into pop. I really like pop, how it's produced and stuff.
Okay.
Because it's a really, really huge thing if you're taking care of sound and you're interested in this.
Yes.
The pop these days is produced so well that it's so fucking amazing. So if it's about Imagine Dragons, Jamiroquai, Al J, these are the bands which I really like.
Yes.
So, and I really love Moderat. I'm fucking pissed off that we're playing the same time as Moderat. So, but
I was convincing some of the rock, experimental metal guys, ambient. Let's go to see Tides From Nebula. I said, dude, I'm going to see Moderate. I'm sorry, I have to see that. So it's a challenge for you. I understand. I understand.
If there would be like 50 people, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, it's a challenge. They have to be hardcore fans. Apparently, you have some. I think I saw a few T-shirts already. So hopefully it will not be bad. But when you're saying Imagine Dragons, when I saw them live, it was. I saw everybody so fucking excited, emotional, happy. It was, if I can be fully honest, it was for me on the edge of, really cool to slightly cliche, see all my friends really, really happy. But I said, okay, I don't have to be fully excited. I respect, it's beautiful. But I said, okay, not too much for me, but I was happy for the others. I had the same feeling with Sleep Makes Waves. For a few moments, it was so fucking huge, massive.
okay.
But then it was so beautiful. It slightly sometimes went over the edge for me. Same with Imagine Dragons.
Yeah. I know
Any connections there? I'm glad you understand what I'm
Yeah,
thinking.
I know what you mean. Yeah. Too much. Just too much.
Sometimes, it's still beautiful. Any plans for you guys for the fall tour? Having some joining somebody on a tour?
Yeah. We actually already announced the tour.
It's a headlining tour.
Yeah, it's headlining tour in October, and we still have some dates to announce, but it's like 3 weeks. The last Safe Haven tour, we're doing like our last album tour. Then some Polish dates, only major cities, and that's done. Next year we're gonna play much less shows and focus on doing the next album.
Okay, understood.
Probably we're just gonna do like a special tour because it's gonna be 10 years for us.
Imagine.
So it's gonna be like we're gonna probably do something anniversary tour or something, but we haven't thought about it yet. So
Understood.
we don't know.
Yes.
We don't know.
When you're talking about the pop elements that you love, I can see in very positive way the progress of the band. I checked your debut album and it reminded me of the number of the bands that I like from the post-rock scene. I hope you don't mind the word post-rock.
Yeah.
It will be, okay, I can imagine it can be a talk for 5 hours on the beer, talk about post-rock. But I can understand, I can connect you guys to the bands as maybe She Will.
Okay.
I can relate to Sleep Makes Waves and the progress as I check these guys' albums very instrumental in a raw way.
Yeah.
Now you're adding tasty electronic pop influences. It's getting modern because normally when you do interviews, you talk about Pink Floyd, King Crimson, and these sort of the guys. I like to stick rather to these bands that I personally love. So can you relate to the progress, same as these guys, natural for you to go from instrumental raw post rock into experiment in modern way?
I think it's a matter, you know, it's just in general in music, we're just getting bored. You know, just I'll be honest. You know, we don't listen to a lot of instrumental stuff anymore because it's like we toured with so many bands playing instrumental stuff. We're playing, for example, in the last 2 years we played with probably, I don't know, 50 different instrumental bands all around Europe.
Yeah.
And with all due respect, it's like 90% of them sound the same. So we just tried, you know, to build something original.
Yeah.
Even if we'll not be successful at this, we try. You know, we try to add something that is exciting for us. You know, so
Okay.
So yeah, it's like we're just trying to keep it interesting for us. You know.
So if it's about our progress, as you asking, so for the first album when we were doing it, half of the songs were done with a plan that we're gonna have a singer with us. Because when we started a band, we wanted a singer. We never wanted to go instrumental.
Yeah.
At that time, me and Semek and the guys, we were listening to like instrumental stuff, but only like to 4 bands. We were never into this post-rock scene. But when we started, then we found out that there is some kind of a post-rock scene. It's about these spacey sounds. The main inspiration for me, for example, was Dredge. The band from USA.
We all love Dredge.
And they've been doing all these soundscapes and stuff with delays and tremolo delays, guitars.
You know the band Ocean Size?
Yeah.
Yes. It's
These
Polish,
were our
right? Progressive rock? Is it?
Yeah.
English or Polish? I'm sorry.
It's English.
Okay.
So that was the main inspirations like for us, because the first album was like it was made on all the stuff we've been listening to for the 5 years.
Yeah.
It's about me. So then the post-rock scene in Poland bloomed. It went out and
in general, I think it's all around Europe or US. You know, it's like suddenly there's like so many bands popping out.
So
like
we were never felt related to that scene.
Yeah.
Even if we really sound like them, it's no problem for us.
Understood.
But we were never so much inspired by post-rock scene. I really love Caspian. They are all close friends. For me, they're one of the most original bands in the genre.
Yeah, they're really heavy live.
They're really heavy live. They really rock. They can be metal. They can be really beautiful. In my opinion, this is the point of this kind of music. I really love Jacob from New Zealand.
Okay.
So about the space and about the being original, also another band. Jacob it's also like an instrumental inspiration for me. Pelican for some moment.
It's cool.
It's cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Red Sparrows. And I remember I was listening to a lot of post metal like Isis and Cult of Luna, but not many more.
Okay.
So these are the names which I was listening to, which have something post in their doing. But then
You got fucking tired.
Yeah, but not tired, but it was like
It was too much.
Sometimes you have the impression that it's more about the sound and not about the music itself and not about emotions.
Yeah.
You know, there's that sometimes when you listen to something, it's nothing behind. Like when you just type it on the, just translate it to the piano, it's like nothing there because without all the delays, you know, all the stuff, you know, you need to keep music emotional and true, you know.
Understood.
It's like the soundscapes and all the pedal boards you have, and all the bands have. It's only the addition to the music, you know.
So don't get us wrong. We're not like saying that this is bad.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna point it out this way.
No, you can.
But I was just wondering, in the way is what you said. The next album or the direction that you want to take, would you go rather more into Imagine Dragon style, or because I still feel there is still some honesty in post-metal way, because Russian circles are the best so far they can be. Cult of Luna released an album with Julie Christmas. That's honesty to the fuck. It's so cool. It's the only album that I like from Cult of Luna, to be fully honest. I'm picking the beauties. You know, I find some beauties in sludge metal, Chelsea Wolf, Sub Rosa, bits and pieces, but I still respect the beauties of pop. I'm Sade, hardcore addict. So I can still find. So I'm just wondering about your direction for the future that you'd like to take. You're too open.
With every album, it was like this. That we don't like to be bored while doing music. That is why even if we are using the same patterns, it's about sounds like delays and stuff. We always trying to produce our albums to be slightly different about sound. The first one was a lot of metallish and stuff. It was more rockish because you were young and happy that we found fucking each other. So the second album was very ambient, like it was more like spacey because we were doing this.
Tougher. I mean, it's like it was heavier, emotional.
The third album was a lot more positive than the first one. The fourth album is the first album since the first one. We've been doing all by ourselves, so we came back a little bit to our roots, but also we used all the experience we gained with the second and third album. That is why it's a mixture of rock and electronic and ambient. But right now, when we were talking, because we didn't do anything yet, and this is the longest period we haven't done anything new, because it's been like 1.5 years since we did the last sounds. So when we've been talking right now, we're thinking about more electronic and dark stuff.
But on the other hand, maybe it's metal.
Maybe it's gonna be metal.
You never know.
One thing that we're sure about, that we want to create the album that is like every track is like equally good. There is no tracks that will evaluate with time, you know. It's hard. It's easy to say that, but but that's our only goal. That it should be like, you know, 7, 8, 9, 10 songs which are badass. If it's not badass, go to trash. You know?
So we're not gonna be hurry with the next album. We're just gonna do it. When we're gonna do it, it's gonna be done.
And then we're gonna release it. Right now we got a recording studio, so it's easier to produce it, to record, I don't know, the drums in January and the second song in March. We don't have a recording session in 2 weeks. Time. Book, you know, Chris, and we need to do it. We can do it, you know, all year by our own, so it will be different, you know.
We're playing our rehearsals in ear system, and we have everything mic'd. So it's no problem, we just push fucking record and we're just gonna do it.
Yes.
So it's different.
I can understand full honesty in that, and absolutely you don't have the trouble saying, after 10 years we know what we're gonna do. You know what you want to do in after 10 years, so this question is unrelated. So let's go more into the music tips. Guys, do you know the Black Queen?
Of course.
Oh yeah, we talked about it.
We talked about them. I fucking love them. I see them live because I'm a huge fan of in Warsaw.
I went to Berlin.
Really?
There were 50 of us. How many were in Warsaw?
75 to 100. Something like this, But for me, I really like, because right now music, if it's about electronic music, it's going back to the like classical synth music.
80s synth pop,
fuck yeah, exactly. So I'm really happy that such a great musicians, they decided to, okay, let's do the VHS fucking climates with the videos and the sounds.
Exactly. Yeah, they were selling VHS, right? This is huge.
So I was absolutely destroyed by the work, and I'm a huge fan of Greg Puciato, and also we have a really cool story with Greg, because in 2009 we played a festival. Well, it was like a battle of the bands first, and we won like a festival spot, and it was called Knockout Festival in Krakow. And on one day we played us, Testament, Apocalyptica, Meshuggah, Anathema, and Dillinger Escape Plan. And I remember that when we were sound checking, and it was absolutely like on this big hall, the whole Dillinger Escape Plan guys came in and they were watching us sound check. I don't remember, my legs were shaking so much. And after the show, I went to their dressing room and I gave Greg Pujato our first CD. And he wrote to us by himself that he really fucking loved this song. The album. And 3 years later, when they've been playing a show concert in Warsaw, I bring him another 2 albums, and he said, "Oh fuck yeah, I remember you guys. I fucking love you." So it's really personally huge for me because Greg Pujato, which I like, he really likes our music. So it's fucking amazing for me. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So it's a nice story we have with Greg Pujato, and would be really nice to play a tour with the Black Queen.
Yeah, actually, it's one of our goals to play a supporting tour right now. You know, just to get more people. You know, just get some attention.
Yeah. Because if it's about post-rock scene, it's very hermetic, very small.
Yes,
so
yes.
I think we already achieved. If it's about this scene, we achieved what we could by ourselves. Right now, we have to focus to gain people from the other genres. Right.
I can imagine. Yeah. That's why I understand you're playing here.
Yeah. Especially, it's not that tough music actually.
Yeah.
If it's good produced, if it's catchy, and I believe our music sometimes it's really catchy. So
even if it's instrumental post-rock,
So,
we found pop elements in our music because we like pop, as you heard before.
Understood.
So that is why every time we play on festivals, people really like it. So that's why we fucking love play festivals.
That's
so
what
I hope it's tonight gonna be really great for us.
And a good timing and everything. I hope you don't mind because whenever I was trying to explain the band to the people that love Bruno Mars and Imagine Dragons, like Interstellar Rock. Is it okay for you guys? Like, oh, nice. So because there are 2 things which I love from the culture for the past 5 years. There's nothing better than Black Queen and Interstellar for me. You like the movie?
Yeah, of course.
The soundtrack from Hans Zimmer.
Yes.
That's my mind refresher. I watch it at least once a year. Have a small joint and I have a joint. It's once in a month. Once in a month.
Sure.
But with that movie,
once in a month you smoke, or once in a month you watch
Interstellar once a year. But that covers that. Okay, December. Once you, it's always I learn new stuff. The relationship with as a parent, friends, values in life. So I hope you don't mind that I was explaining the band to the others as Interstellar Rock with sexy pop elements in there. Hope you don't mind that.
Perfect.
Cool. I'm really into quantum physics, so
Are you?
It's like Interstellar. It's a bit.
Of course.
Naive, but
Yes.
on the other hand, it's a really good movie. I like it. You watched the movie Contact with Judy Foster. It's awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's written actually by Carl Sagan. You know Carl Sagan?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's based on a book which was wrote by Carl Sagan. The Contact. So.
And I remember, of course, Christopher Nolan was inspired by 2001 Odyssey.
Yeah, that's a classic. And it's from the '69.
It's insane.
It's
insane. Yeah, I went to the movies at '69. Like, dude, did they have microwaves back then, and they make the movies like that?
Yeah, exactly.
It's really hard to find anything like that. That's why I'll at least go to see Dunkirk. Because you hear Christopher Nolan and you know the quality. I'm not personally a big Batman fan, but sure, Interstellar and anything after that, guys, does. Dunkirk has to be seen.
Exactly.
That has to be seen. One more thing, you're now with Mystic Production for a long time. I know the guys personally because they're arranging interviews with them. Happy with the guys so far? You're with them from the second album, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's going smooth. They're doing what they need to do. They're releasing the album. They're advancing the money for the studio. So
Yes.
it's just no problem cooperation. Easy contact. Of course they could do more. We could do more. Everyone could do more. But it's like we're not thinking about changing anything. It works well for us.
Yes, understood. Okay. Our time is up. I don't want to take any more of your time.
If you have more questions, just ask.
That's fine. Lovely. Well, another thing that I wanted to ask, did you actually manage to go on a tour with Deftones? Was it a time to...
We tried, but we played one show with them.
Okay.
On their first history show in Poland. There was,
Nice.
They played in Warsaw, and I remember that day exactly. It was because we were a couple of days after we released our second album, and Maciej, he phoned us and said, oh, we're playing Heineken Opener Festival, which is like a huge festival in Poland. Fuck yeah! 10 minutes later, he calls and, hey guys, we're playing with Deftones. I was like, oh my god!
I was like, by the way,
We're playing with Deftones. I was like, what? Because Deftones is like one of my biggest inspirations. It's my top 5 bands. So I was like, wow.
Nice.
And also like meeting those guys, it was really, really huge. I remember we were standing, 2 of us, like backstage talking like about 4 o'clock before everything started, like hours before the show. And then Chino Moreno walks out and he comes, hi, my name is Chino. And I was like,
Hi, my
name is Adam. And I was really destroyed by that.
Wow.
They're really cool guys.
I'm glad you're saying that because I spoke to Keshav from Sky Harbor, right? Actually, the time where you were playing, and I said, dude, I have to catch a bit of the guys from Nebula at this the moment. But he was telling me about Ocean Size, and saying my dream is to tour that with Deftones. It actually did a few months ago.
Fuckers.
Yeah, I was like, bastards, managed. But I can honestly say the last 3 to 4 albums from Deftones, the latest ones, are the best they ever done.
Really?
I personally love the latest 3 or 4 albums. I can feel you don't agree with that.
you know, it's like, I'm not sure, you know, which album we started with. You know, we all started with
Diamond Eyes. Well, I know the albums before that, and I know people that will go Minerva. It's like, of course, bored. But I go, okay, Diamond Eyes was the first time that I fell in love with that.
You know, we're from the times when there was like MTV2, and you had like Change in a House of Lights or what's the song name?
Digital Band.
Digital Band was
From White
all the time on TV.
Yes.
You know, we're probably quite old right now, so you know, it was like the second album by Deftones and the third one, like White Pony, it was like
you know,
like White Pony.
we met them at the times when we were in high school, and as you know, high school.
Memories, you know.
It stays there. It's a DNA.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it's like, I totally understand you like different albums by them. Probably it's connected with your, you know,
moment.
Yeah, your moment in life, you know. It's like, you know, our parents listen to Led Zeppelin, whatever.
Yeah. Don't get us wrong, those albums are really amazing. I like them. But I'm not so emotionally connected to them as I am with Around the Floor,
and I'm not that excited anymore when they release something. For example, I love Radiohead, but I didn't listen more the new album more than maybe 5 times.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. We're getting old farts. That's the thing.
Yeah, it's like I'm more excited about new stuff, you know, some new bands, you know. So,
You mentioned some of the really cool new names, but what about you and the names of the band that really excite you, except for the ones that we have in common, like?
Actually, it's not a pretty new band, but I'm like during the last few days I was really listening to Barones.
Oh, Barons. The guys that had a crazy accident. Yeah, I spoke to them on the phone. Really nice.
Really cool band.
But you're getting into the sludge metal over there.
It's not a sludge, it's a pop.
That's a nice discussion.
It's just it's a
dirty
pop. You know?
Okay.
Yeah, it's like for me, it's so catchy, you know.
Because I always relate to them to the Kailas sign, Mastodon. They're all coming from one city, right?
By the way, Mastodon. Yeah, Atlanta, I guess. What? Mastodon is from Atlanta, but I'm not sure it's Baroque.
Also like Atlanta, Georgia, all they're all in one big pile of
I love Mastodon.
Yes.
It's like it's always hard for me to just pick some artists. I need to look to my Spotify.
Absolutely.
Well, you don't have like a favorite genre, for example. Recently, I was listening to a lot of Red Fang.
Red Fang is cool.
Yeah, I love Red Fang.
Yes.
It's really great, but I'm not into the stoner scene so much.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, sludge stoner.
Yeah, it's like I'm listening to sludge. It's like I like this band, but I don't like that band.
Absolutely.
I was also listening to a lot of really pop. Oh shit! I shouldn't like talk about this in the interview, but I was listening to Ariana Grande.
What?
Yeah, there are 2 songs of this pop totally shitty pop star.
I have a like same thing, same embarrassing thing, but I need to just.
But there are two songs which I consider really good pop songs. I'm not like crazy about them. But when I listened to them, I was not like feeling. I didn't have this feeling inside my heart which I have when I hear these huge pop stars, which are like, I don't know, Nicki Minaj. I see and hear Nicki Minaj. Of course, I respect her because she makes huge amount of job. But this kind of music just makes me feel like bah. But when I heard like the recently 2 songs by Ariana Grande, I was like, hey, not so bad. It's well done. It's okay. I'm not like putting this into my phone and listening to this drop or something. No fucking way. I'm just saying it's well done. It's well done pop. That's it.
Do you guys know who's Harry Styles?
What?
Harry Styles.
No.
He was formerly in One Direction.
No way.
I think
Did you say Harry?
Harry Styles.
I think this conversation goes in the really wrong fucking track.
The single of this
He's
motherfucker.
recording this, man.
Don't worry.
But really, it's
Proszę pana, I can delete this.
It's amazing.
Wow.
It's a rock song. It's like it's much better than Robbie Williams when he left. Like that.
Really?
It's fucking much. It's over the top.
Oh yeah, Nothing But Thieves. The last single, Amsterdam. It's really good.
So it's like you never know.
But also, I really like Gen Z. I'm really into all those fuckers that
Chase me, Tesseract, Lepros.
I hate it.
Yeah.
You don't like it?
Yeah.
Well, all the guitars that everybody from that scene, well, many of them, are using the mayonnaise guitars.
Yeah.
They are Polish, man. Come on,
Poland.
nothing for you.
It's like these guitars.
No.
Our bass player used to use that. And it's like.
And you said the guy from One Direction, is he playing rock stuff or is it tasty pop, like intelligent pop?
It's a rock stuff. I mean, it's not electronic music. It's this pure rock and roll lineup.
Okay.
It's like drum set, keyboards, two guitars, bass guitar.
I think maybe it's the same situation like this guy dances so well and has a Crimea River guy. Justin Timberlake.
But
he was in the boys band, right?
Yeah.
It was shit, but when he started solo career, cool.
But it's like it's more like on the side of the pop funk, you know.
Yeah,
okay.
But still, he was in the members of was it Mickey Mouse Club? But they had managers, they had producers, so he learned everything. And the father was leading the NSYNC, and he knew how to do shit. So he said, okay, I can do that by myself. Yes, you can. And Daddy brought in some experts, and basically that's a quality material.
Yeah.
Same as Robbie Williams, and he does swing, tasty stuff. George Michael, certain periods from his solo career, something like 10 years ago, really tasty, quality pop. There's nothing bad about pop when it's quality.
Yeah, exactly. For example, there's also this singer which I really like, Lady Gaga, right?
This interview is going really far.
Yeah. Just listen what I mean. The first time when I saw this poker face stuff and all this, I was like, no, too plastic. It's not for me. But then she left this. You don't hear about Lady Gaga in the huge radios right now because she's doing like a big band stuff. And she's doing jazz. She's very wide.
With this old part, it's like with this famous legendary guy.
Yeah. I don't remember right now.
Yeah, like old guy.
Yeah. But she's very wide artist. That is the most important.
It's wow.
It's wow. So for me, it doesn't matter if the artists sometimes are like shit. For me, it matters if the artist is really hard working and open-minded. So it can be, I don't know, Katy Perry, Ariana Grande. I don't give a fuck. It's just for me, if they're doing a great job and they're looking for themselves, it's great.
Like, in general, it's all about some producers, a couple of songs, but these artists, which we're talking right now, just make a summary about it.
Cool.
They're not gonna change our lives. I mean, it's like
Yeah.
Radiohead changed my life, Ocean Size changed my life, Deftones changed my life. Harry Styles will not change my life. I like his song. It's amazing. I had goosebumps. It was great. But I would just put it into the closet after 2 days of listening.
Yeah. It's the matter of fact that
it's not that deep.
Yeah. We just be taking care of music. We're doing music, so So we also like when we are in the I don't know part of the scene or the music industry. So we also like to watch the music industry as it develops.
Yes.
So I'm not putting crosses or anything if it's about music. I'm always trying to check everything out. If something's shit in my opinion, then it's shit. If it's not, it's not.
Yes,
I
yes,
don't
yes.
care.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
And we're getting actually in a summary, as you said, to the point where it really takes the guts to actually come up from that, you know, I'm the Dillinger escape plan singer and I play hardcore metal and I jump on people's heads and I suddenly do synth pop.
Yeah.
It takes really a lot of courage and in artistic bravery to do that. And he said, you know, Greg said, probably said it to you as well, you know, the biggest thing, the most dangerous thing in my life that I did, I started this band. I was the most nervous, scared in my life when I put one of the first songs of Blackpink online. So it takes the bravery, and sometimes I hear a lot of, you know, artists saying, you know, I'm probably a hardcore metal guy, but in my personal life I like to do jazzy pop, whatever, but I'm too scared. And that pisses me off, you know. I like to keep my creativity.
Yeah,
absolute flow.
Another great example, Corey Taylor of Slipknot.
Yeah.
The guy was like putting his guts out streaming on the first albums, right? But right now you've seen Sound City, for example.
But Stone Sour was first.
Yeah, I know Stone Sour was first, but I mean, why he got popular? He got popular being really like hardcore new metal, like even in moments black death metal band from bands. Like Slipknot, very modern band with the masks and stuff.
Absolutely.
But he also sings very beautifully, and he sings in the classic songs, like for example in the Sound City movie. He's just a great fucking artist.
That's quality right there. I remember the first Stone Sour album, I liked it the most.
Yeah.
I was playing with when I was still sitting on a computer, Flat Out, and you drive the cars in the dirty.
Flat Out.
I listened to the first Stone Sour album with the Flat Out.
Yeah.
You know, you see the third running with the car, you know, dirty Americano. It's like, fuck Slipknot, I hate Slipknot, I never liked them, but Stone Sour are really cool.
Yeah.
Now they're too big and fighting around each other, but I know what you mean. When the quality is there, it will show up eventually.
Yeah, of course.
And it's really bad when artists don't give the flow.
Yeah, don't develop.
Like Metallica. Load
Some
and
really-
Reload are great albums.
Huh?
Load and Reload are really great albums. Really. I think
You know
so.
why? Because that's the probably albums we started Metallica.
No, it's like I'm not a listener of Metallica. I mean, I
Wow.
just want to point that these are the albums which guys are honest.
Yeah.
They really wanted to do that.
For me, it was
Cut the
all-
hair and Until It Sleeps, Memory Remains.
Yeah. For me, it was like I started with Load and then I was going down. But when they came up with Reload, I didn't give a shit already. I was more into Pantera at that moment.
Yeah, I know, but it's like, you know, people are just excited about the last album, and it's just in general, it's not about Metallica, it's just about that I have an impression that some guys are too big, some bands are too big, and they're becoming slaves
Of their own name.
you know,
I know.
crowd, you know.
Yes.
You know, because people are now excited because they back to thrash metal, you know. And it's just, you know,
That new album is not so bad.
I know, but it's like it's just I can see it in their eyes that it's like I want to play country music, motherfuckers.
But it's really cool when somebody goes country like Nergalek. But it's really, I'm not sure what you mean. But still, personally, if I have to spend my time, I'd rather try to gig on something beautiful than to go for Metallica and keep talking with the guys over beer for 10 hours. Why it's good, why it's not bad. Lars, Kirk, James, guys, leave me alone. It's too big.
Yeah.
Too broad. I don't like it, and I don't give the goosebump that I had as a kid from Justice for All.
Yeah.
I still only live concert of Metallica that like Seattle '91.
Oh yeah.
After that, I don't care.
Yeah.
So I'd rather invest my time.
It was
So
like
cool.
such
but
badass.
nothing is more heavy than Seattle band. So I'm really glad you guys have so many tastes, and you still like to keep that fluidity growing. So all the best to you guys.
Thank you so much.